Hey, hey. Today, we're going to turn on an airplane. I'll show you the easiest way to do this using Microsoft Flight Simulator's checklist ability. So we're going to do that today. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Just going to load here for a second. Oh, the load times in this game. So we'll go ahead and we'll just pick the most complex airplane to start up. Um, So, in one that I'm completely unfamiliar with too, we'll do the 747. I think the 747 is showing its age. It's probably not going to be as easy to start up as an Airbus or the Dreamliner for sure. And it's probably going to be a little bit more complex because it's got the four engines and all that stuff. So, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. So, I'll show you how the checklist walks you through this stuff, and we'll discover it together today. It'll be a lot of fun. So, what do you think this is? This could be Alaska. This is Alaska. Could be coming in towards Aspen in Colorado over the Rockies. This could be maybe France. Hmm. All right. Let's come in here. Let's do well, well, let's do DFW Airport. Start at gate 110. And let's get ourselves that 747. Boom. Now let's go back. Oops. Is it still there? Okay. I thought there was a way to. Let's just load it. Let's get it started. So the accessibility option that I recommend here is to have the checklist open at start. That's the best thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn off AI works the radios. We're going to turn that off as well because we're going to request pushback. And one of the checklists goes through starting the APU, because ideally we'd want to start up the APU, turn everything on, check everything, request pushback, and as they're pushing us back, turn the engines on. I wonder if the checklist flow allows for that APU on. If not, it's no biggie. We can start the engines and have them push us back. Oh, the load times in this game, guys. I'm sorry. It's loading a lot of stuff here. Awesome. DFW Airport. What's 1.85 knots? What is that? How do I use that? Wind 1.85 knots at 216. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Alright, here we are. So, airplane's dark. It's parked. Just got in the cockpit. Let's check it out. Go to assistance. Go to piloting. We want to turn assisted checklist off. Okay. And then we'll turn all of this off actually. Oops. Oops. I clicked the wrong thing. True to life. Off, 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 off. Okay. ATC voices on show message login ATC menu. I like that. ATC UI panel open on start on. Checklist UI panel open on start on. Okay. Let's do that. Apply and save. Alright. So radio's off right now. So let's go ahead and minimize that. And here we go. Here's our checklist. So our checklist, we have three checklists. We have the before starting engine, and after start. There's only 2 items for a 747. I wonder, we need to get some more. I wonder if there's going to be third-party stuff where we can download some pretty crazy cool checklists here. But let's do the before start. All right, battery switch. So you can highlight over battery switch and you can click the eye and it will point you right at where it is and it'll highlight it. So here's the battery switch. So it wants the battery switch to be in the on position. So we're going to flip that open. We're going to turn master battery on. Book. All right. We're going to click tick item. Tick it. It is on, right? APU. Oh, there's the APUs. So that's where we can turn that on. APU on, start. Standby power, select auto. So we'll turn this to auto. Click. Battery's on. Tick item. I hear stuff coming on. External power on if available. Where's that? Okay. Alright, so we don't have GPU, so we need to turn this stuff on. So available. We got available lights on the box, so we're going to click that. Bing and bing. Nice. APU select start, then on. I wonder if that worked. Oh, 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 oh. How do I get out of the view here? It's not letting me. How do I get out of the view? That's a good thing to know. Well, it sounds like the APU's on. Oh, it still brings me back into the. There we go. Well, it looks like we have power. Nice. Are we discharging? On. Says it's on. External power. Oh, APU generator on. Turn on APU. It's available now, so we're going to turn that on. Turn that on. That's it. We're on external power, so we don't need to start the APU. I see. On when available lit. Okay, so we'll do that just for pushback. So they're on, they're available, they started off. Okay, cool. So we'll external power on AP agent. Okay, we're gonna take that out. Fuel pumps on. So where are the fuel pumps? Okay, we've got a lot of full fuel pumps. What is turn on forward main fuel pumps? So we'll just turn them on. I guess we'll work from, if we're the FO, I guess we're gonna work from right to left. Let's do it. On, 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 on. It's a lot of fuel pumps. Holy crap. Okay. Take that item. Beacon. Where's the beacon? Beacon. Okay, so we're going to turn the beacon on when we're ready to start the engines. So we'll hold off on the beacon. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up ATC. And I'm going to go ahead and taxi to park and fueling options, ground services. We're going to go ahead and do ground services. Get my joystick over here ready. Can do request power supply, request fuel supply, request pushback, request baggage, request catering service? I haven't seen this.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, could you please send the catering truck? Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, the catering truck is on the road.
Catering truck's en route, guys. There it is. I'm gonna need my sandwiches. While he's doing that, let's we got the jetway. Jetway's not, alright, jetway's not tied up. That's good. That's cool. I really just want the pushback, but it's neat that we can do all this ground service. That's something that was severely lacking in the last sim that I thought was pretty neat. All right. All right. Cool. I don't need those sandwiches
Ground
anymore.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, I am done with catering services.
There he goes. There he goes. He's leaving now. Oh, this game is phenomenal. Love it. Game. It's more like a lifestyle software. Alright. So we'll do pushback. See, where do we want to come out? Push back into the left. You gotta remember, you gotta tell them to do that. So we'll request pushback.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting pushback.
Here we go.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 pushback request accepted.
Say request pushback to the left.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting pushback to steer the aircraft to the left. Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, your request has been transmitted.
The truck will slide into position. Get ready for that pushback to stop. Now with the APU on, this is where we would load in all of our flight plan and everything like that. I mean, push me straight back first.
Ground Boeing Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 requesting the end of pushback.
What is this?
Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 request to end pushback received.
Alright, just request
Ground
pushback.
Boeing
That's
Alpha Sierra, 747 requesting
weird.
pushback. Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 pushback request accepted.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they thought that was okay. This, by the way, is how your luggage gets left behind, if you were wondering. Come on, push this guy back. All those other trucks. We should, let's come in here and let's turn this beacon on. That way people know we're about to start our engines and that we are getting pushed back. That way other vehicles will run away from us. He's not pushing us back because there's all these vehicles behind us. Oh, there he goes. Those vehicles, they don't know what to do. Oh, this is... We're going to get some FAA out here. They're stopping. They're literally stopping. And we're being pushed back into vehicles. Alright. Why don't we steer to the right?
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 requesting pushback to steer the aircraft to the right. Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747, your request has been transmitted to the operator. Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 requesting pushback.
This is very realistic how much idiots are on the...
Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Everyone's an idiot. That's how jaded we get. It's very realistic. I could totally see this happening. Flight control surfaces looking good. Come on, man, push it back. You can see the captain getting really frustrated at this point. It'll be a good long flight. Good. You kick off a 14-hour flight on a good footnote like this. Push it back.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 requesting the end of pushback.
Push back the airplane.
Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 request to end pushback received.
Can I get a different driver?
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 requesting pushback. Boeing Alpha Sierra, 747 pushback request accepted.
Oh, come on. What are they? What are they doing? Oh, what a snooze fest this is. He's pushing us back very slowly. Very slowly. Push back. Is there... There's nothing here, man.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting pushback to steer the aircraft to the right. Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, your request has been
Alright,
transmitted
stop,
to the
stop,
operator.
stop, stop, stop. Just say Roger.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747
Oh, I didn't want to
requesting
stop.
the end of
Oh my
pushback.
gosh, stop turning it.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 request to end pushback
Oh, I can
received.
request jetway connection. Maybe we should just do that. Let's try a pushback one more time.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting pushback.
Hook
Boeing
it up.
Alpha Sierra 747 pushback request accepted.
Push it back. If this doesn't work, we'll just put it back in the jetway and try to start it over again. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting the end of pushback. Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 request to end pushback received.
Let's do the jetway
Ground
connection
Boeing
so we
Alpha
can't just
Sierra
restart all this.
747, could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft? Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, we can't connect the jetway to the aircraft. Please retry later.
Are you kidding me? Alright, screw it. We'll do it live. Oh my gosh. Alright, so the beacon's on. Let's tick that item. This page is complete. Let's go to the starting engine checklist, okay? So, thrust levers. Let's take a look at these thrust levers to make sure they're at idle. Now, there's... Ooh, someone's assisting in the checklist. Flight indent. Flight indent up. Okay, so this is a speed brake. It's down, it's armed. There's no idle, it just says 0 on the thrust lever, so I'm gonna just pull it all the way back. 0. Yeah. Just keep it like that. I don't know why he did flaps 30. We're gonna take that up. We're not gonna do flaps right now. Not until the checklist says it. Alright, so idle. Engine 4 start switch pull. Okay, so the engine 4 start switch is right here. We're going to turn this guy on. Boom. Ticked item. Engine 4 fuel control switch. Run. Oops. Where's this? Okay. And boosh. It's on. Tick item. Tick item. ECAS monitor. So we're monitoring here. Here it comes. We'll make sure EGT is coming up. That's in one's coming up. This is the first stage of the turbine. That's the big turbine spinning up on the front of the engine. And it looks like it wants to be at 23 is 23.2 is normal, I guess. So there we go. Did the starter turn off? 23.8. That's close enough to me. Looks like it's good. So it says repeat for engines 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So we will tick that item. Does it want me to turn that off? Except for engine fuel valve to cut off. No, we're not going to turn. We're not going to set that to cutoff. Why is that? Oh, because it's still on a. All right. So what I want to do. Okay, let's not worry about any of that. So let's come back up here. Start number 3. Bonk. Number 3 on. Come down here. Turn that on. Fuel valve on. Let's check it out. It's coming up. Starting to spin. That big wheel, that big fan on the front of the engine starting to spin. I think I just heard the fuel ignite. EGT is coming up, so we got some gas. So all of our fuel pumps there, showing what engines have fuel. So we can see engines 4 and 3 have fuel there. Coming up. Oh, I just heard the click. I think the starter just turned off. All right, I'm going to push these back in. Oh, I'm zoomed in too much. Yep, the starter pushed itself back in at around 13 in 1. Now we're sitting here idling at 23.9. Looks good. All right. Boosh. Starter number 2. Flipping the fuel pump on. Alright. Fan starting to spin. I don't know why this isn't showing fuel down here. So the starter's spinning up the fan. Right there, I believe fuel. We have ignition because we're having the EGTs like rising rapidly here. The fan is spinning faster, faster. There we go. Boom. Fuel's now entering the engine. So that means here, when this gets about 13, right? That's when the starter turns itself off. And the engine is now self-sustaining. There's 10. Come on. Click. Boink. There we go. Yeah. Probably around 14. 13, 14. Make sure it stabilizes around 23.9. Look at that. 23.9 across the board. These engines must be brand spanking new. Look how perfect they're in sync. That never happens. This one over here would be like 40. This one over here would be like 15. They're all off. Maintenance can't trim them out very well. Especially these old 7.4s. What am I doing? All right. Engine number 1. Boosh. Boosh. Can't believe we couldn't get a pushback. See what the weather is.
DFW Airport Information Whiskey 1700 Zulu. Wind 131 at 4. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,000 feet, few clouds at 4,100 feet, few clouds at 12,300 feet. Temperature, 29er, 2.10. Altimeter, 29.84. ILS runway 18 right, ILS runway 18 left, ILS runway 17 right, ILS runway 17 center, and ILS runway 17 left in use. Landing
So we're taking off 17 something.
right, runway 18 left, runway 17 right, run.
All right. All right. All right. Repeat all those procedures we did. We ticked that item. Now we're started up. Now, can we turn the APU off? Let's do the after start engine. So, oh, well, here we go. APU. APU off. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Boink. Cool. Alright, let's set the off. Let's do the lights. So we got a lot of lights here. Alright, so let's have our, let's see. There we go. So wing lights are off. That's going to be, so strobe's off. Nav, we're going to turn the nav on. taxi. Not ready to taxi yet. Landing lights, runway. Runway turn-off lights? I have never seen what a turn-on light is. That's not on my airplane, so interesting. De-icing, all that stuff looks good. Okay. That's all we need for during the day, so we'll take that item. And then there we go. Checklist is complete. We are ready to taxi at this time. So let's see. Let's see. Where does he want us to taxi?
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 with Whiskey request taxi to the active departing straight out. Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 taxi to and hold short of runway 18 left via taxiway Hotel Yankee Yankee Hotel Whiskey Foxtrot. Contact tower on 127.5 when ready.
You know, you think you couldn't push me back because I might have had the parking brake engaged? You think that's
Taxi
why?
hold
You think
short
that might be in
runway
it?
18
Think I
left
might have had the
using
parking
taxiway
brake
Hotel
on?
Yankee Yankee Hotel Whiskey Foxtrot Boeing 747.
We're gonna just we're gonna just turn this off right here. Let's request that pushback.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting pushback. Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 pushback request.
You know, they're supposed to remove the chocks. You don't have the parking brake engaged. Whatever. Maybe, you know, I will say this. In the actual checklist for the 747, the parking brake is on it. So, I don't know, Microsoft Flight Sim. Let's get a more realistic checklist in here. But the checklist did what it was supposed to do. It helped us start the engine. We started 4 engines on the APU. That's brilliant. We just got to remember this parking brake thing, and that the sim does this stuff a little bit weird. I bet we're gonna fly back now. Oh, look at that. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left. Boeing Alpha Sierra 747, your request has been transmitted to the operator. Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting pushback tug to push the aircraft straight. Boeing Alpha Sierra
Close enough.
747, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
All right, there we go.
Ground Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 requesting the end of pushback. Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 request to end pushback.
All right, now that we have our taxi clearance, like an hour ago, we can turn on our taxi light, which, what's going on? Taxi light, nav strobe, taxi, boom, taxi light on, because now we're about to go in a taxi. Control surfaces look good. I wish there was a before takeoff checklist. There we go, man. We started the airplane up, got it pushed back, we figured out how the parking brake works. I don't remember what our taxi clearance was because it's not important. Oh man, I might need differential braking here. I'm gonna melt my brakes, I already know it. I'm going to be taking off 3.6. I'm going the wrong way, guys. We'll just pretend we're taking off 3.6. There we go. Well, that's how you can use the checklist to start more of your complex aircraft. Get you down the runway. Have the map open, have your taxiway chart open so you know which way you're going, and make sure your parking brake's off. We've learned those two things today. But hopefully you've enjoyed this, and see you on the next one. Next one we'll talk about loading in navigation and flight plans. That will be a fun one. All right, guys.